Hey guys, we're on Unusual Whales here for Nvidia stock, and today is March 25th, 2025. These are the latest price targets here, the latest one being from D.A. Davidson. 125 price target with a hold recommendation from March 20th, and then the one before that here, Sasuke, with $180 price target buy recommendation, and Cantor and Mizuho here, 200 and 168, okay? Here, week of March 3rd, we had a lot of insider buys at the average price of 114. And then March 10th here, so week of March 10th, pretty decent amount of buys and small amount of sells as well. And then here, March 17, week of March 17 had a lot of selling here from insiders. So this is just a heads up, and take this with a grain of salt as well. All right. Now let's go ahead and go into the Webull chart here, and I'll just go ahead and share with you my personal opinion on Nvidia stock. And current price here is 120. The upside move here, and as well as potential downside move, I'll go ahead and share with you as well. And let's go ahead and mark this support level right here, right around 115 and 117. I have 115 and 117 both as a support right now for Nvidia stock. If we were to have a pullback on the overall market or Nvidia, the potential downside is really only about a 2 to 3% drop in my opinion. Now, if 117 does break down below, another scenario is if we test towards the 115 support level, or realistically you could see this as 114.50, all right, so $114.50. I don't think this is going to be tested, but if it does, right, that would be an additional 3% there. So from current prices, right around a 5% drop down to about 115. That's just a possibility, and I don't think it is likely at this point that we'll test down towards 115. If anything, the more likely scenario in my opinion, and of course I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion, is we get a test closer towards the 200 moving average, right, on the daily chart here. So first test is 2% increase from where we're at right now. I'm looking for that 124 to be tested during this week. And then potentially going into next week, so going into the first week of April, I would keep an eye out for the 200 daily moving average here to be tested. And that is a 5% increase from our current price. Again, the 200 daily moving average is currently at 127.76. So right around 127, 128 should be tested here within 2 weeks here, in my opinion. So going into next week, that's what I'm keeping an eye out for. And what I've been saying is an entry below 124 is pretty decent in my opinion. I think the best scenario was what I was mentioning before, price ranging between 117 and 96. I mentioned 96 because this was a critical support level as well on the Fibonacci retracement level. Before we even saw 104, we couldn't time the bottom, of course, but I just mentioned the preferable range of entry point would be between 117 and 96. And so we got to a low of 104 here before having a reversal back up. We confirmed support here right around 115. That's why I'm saying, personally, I don't think we drop below 115, although it's, it's a possibility. Now I'm leaning towards that test towards 127. So anything below 124, wouldn't mind adding a small position. And if we drop below 117 again, that's where I would look to add a bigger position for Nvidia stock. Not going all in, but still having enough funds to add over time, or dollar cost average, right? Breaking above 127 or breaking above the 200 daily moving average, I would then expect to see a test towards this resistance level of 132. So let's go ahead and compare current prices here to the 200 daily moving average, which is 6%, followed by 132, which is a 10% move. And once we do break above 132, confirm it as a support level. Next level is going to be 142. All right. And I'm about to give you my end of year price target as well, just my personal opinion. 142 here, again, 17% move from current prices, as well as 153, the high of all time for Nvidia stock. That is going to be close to a 27% move towards the top side. During this year of 2025, potentially going towards the end of the year, I do expect to see 153 be tested. I do think we get a test towards 168, closer towards 180. So 180 here being the more bullish case scenario in my opinion, and that is a 49% move towards the top side from our current prices. If you follow, let's go ahead and take a look at, take this with a grain of salt as well, okay? If you follow Mizuho here with a $168 price target. I tend to look at Mizuho with other stocks as well, so, but again, taking this with a grain of salt, okay? 168 for Mizuho here is going to be close to a 40% move towards the top side here from current prices, okay? So again, that's what I'm personally doing. I'm dollar cost averaging while we're below 124, and my preferable entry, as I mentioned before, is between 117 and 96. I think time is kind of running out in terms of buying the dip opportunity. Of course, you can buy it up here and dollar cost average as well, but I think this is one of the better scenarios to be adding right now for Nvidia stock. And of course, if we dip further, I'm just going to be buying more and holding more Nvidia stock there to ride towards the upside, because that's just my thesis. All right. Let me know what you guys think down below for Nvidia stock. Are you short term on this? Are you long term on Nvidia stock? I know some people are trying to trade the momentum. There's a potential rally here coming soon. And let me know if you're in any option calls or puts. And lastly, if you haven't joined our Discord yet, feel free to join our Discord, link down below in the description. There's over 32,000 members there, and we also have our own chat section for Nvidia stock. So feel free to come on in, share due diligence, and ask questions. And lastly, if you are looking for our live entries and exits, it's totally optional, but you can join our Patreon. We do have a discount as we're celebrating our 5-year anniversary. So you can check if there's any available spots in our Patreon link there, okay? Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video for Nvidia stock. If you guys enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, feel free to like the video and subscribe, as we're getting pretty close to our 2,000 subscriber mark there. So thank you guys for your support if you have already subscribed, okay? See you in the next video, you guys.